This is the cutest and chonkiest keyboard I've ever held. Meet the Adelie. And yes, it is named after the penguin. This keyboard is designed by Abec13. In his own words, I like penguins. The most prominent feature of this keyboard is the bottom internal brass weight. It's an absolute chonker, and this version comes in a PVD chrome finish. The black version will also have a PVD chrome finish, while the dark red and e-white versions will be sandblasted gold. It's super shiny. This board is a gasket mount, which is the latest and greatest mounting style. The way the Adelie implements the pour-on gaskets actually does a pretty good job of providing a cushier typing experience. To be honest, some gasket mounts feel exactly the same as a top mount. And if these words are just gibberish to you, basically that just means that the typing experience feels pretty even across the entire board. Not too stiff, but more stiff than soft, so like an 8 out of 10 stiff, especially with metal plates. The Adelie also features custom mold injected feet. Injected molding plastic feet? It's basically where a custom mold is made for the plastic, which is then injection molded, or the plastic is shot into the mold instead of using generic shapes such as a round circular nub. I really like these feet. They're surprisingly soft, although they do pick up an annoying amount of lint, which is not a huge problem, but I have dogs and my dogs shed like crazy, so it's very noticeable. The bottom case has a dedicated spot for the daughter board to sit nicely, and this allows the centered USB-C port to be parallel with your desk. This keyboard features a 6-degree typing angle, and it has 2 side accent weights. These accents, in combination with the peeping internal weight, all contribute to the keyboard weighing a whopping 4.2 pounds, which, for a keyboard of this size is really freaking thick. Like, thick, with 4 C's. One of my favorite things about this keyboard is how round and curvy it is. Like, damn, she thick, but also got curves. Since it's a 55% keyboard and only has 4 rows, I can pretty much wrap my hand around the case vertically, and it's really, really comfortable to hold due to the curves on the top and bottom edges. Another nice feature is the WS28 indicator LEDs underneath the caps. The board layout or form factor inspiration comes from a combination of the CA66, the 45 ATS, which was actually also designed by ABEC 13, and the first version of the TM050. The TM050 was actually one of my favorite boards for a very long time. The board shape inspiration comes from a combination of the CA66, Elephant S7, and the side weights are inspired by the GMK Q100 keyboard. Smaller keyboards like these are quite popular for their cute factor as well as taking up less space on your desk. The 55 layout is a nice middle ground between cute and functional because it includes all of the punctuation columns as well as an arrow cluster. So how exactly do you type numbers and function keys? Well, the same way your symbols and numbers and emojis are on a different layer on your phone, small form factor keyboards also take advantage of many layers. The default layout of this keyboard maps numbers to the home row on the first layer, a popular configuration for sub-60 keyboards. The first layer is activated by holding down the larger spacebar on the left. So as an example, if you wanted to type the number 1, you hold down the space with your left thumb and press A. S would be 2, D would be 3, so on and so forth. So this is actually a prototype board that I built on stream, and I do stream every Monday and Wednesday evenings and on Saturday mornings at twitch.tv/mentorly. This keyboard will be available for group buy sometime this year on Canon Keys, and I will include a link to that below. I would recommend signing up for their newsletter for any updates. That is usually the best way to keep up with a vendor's projects if you don't have Discord. So the proposed color options that might be available again are this dark navy case with brass PVD chrome weights, a black case with brass PVD chrome weights, a dark red case with brass and sandblasted weights, which means that they will not be shiny, and an E-white case with copper sandblasted weights. The default plate option is brass, which is what this prototype is built with. There might be other plate options offered, but none have been decided yet. Personally, I would be really interested in seeing a thicker palm or polycarbonate material, or perhaps even a novelty plate material such as titanium. As for a price, it will probably cost a lot. This board consists of 6 unique parts, not including the PCB, gaskets, and other accessories, and PVD is really difficult to get right. So ballpark, probably low 400s. Which honestly, disclaimer, ABEC 13 is a dear friend of mine, but This is probably one of the nicest keyboards that I have ever laid eyes on, that I have ever touched and felt, and I will definitely be trying to get one of these keyboards for myself. Here is a really quick sound test that features all of the amazing goodness of this keyboard, and I will be releasing a video sometime this week featuring GMK cap profile and SA profile keycaps. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any suggestions or questions, please leave them down below and I will do my very best to get to them. Please take care, and I will catch you next time.